you will say to this mountain, move from here to there, and it will move, and nothing will be possible for you. What does it mean? And explain this kind of supernatural faith to cast out demons. And how can you apply it to our lives? Question 2 in verse 23. And they will kill him, and the third day he will be raised up, and they were exceedingly sorrowful. Why were they exceedingly sorrowful? And what can we learn from here? Last question, verse 27. Nevertheless, we offended them. Go to sea, cast in the hook, and take the fish that comes up first. And when you have opened its mouth, you will find a piece of money. Take that and give it to them for me and you. What does it mean in the context, and how can you apply it to our lives? When Persia conquered Babylon in 536 before Christ, the Cyrus king allowed the Jews to return to Judah and to rebuild their temple in Jerusalem. So Zerubbabel, governor, and Joshua, priest, turned in the first return with about 5,000 people to rebuild the temple, but they were seasoned for 14 years, from 534 before Christ to 520 before Christ by Artaxerxes. As over 520 before Christ, the Zechariah the prophet encouraged them to finish the rebuilding and putting God first or best before any others. Zechariah's the first prophecy was delivered in the 2 months after he gave the first prophecy, Zechariah 1:1, in the 8th month of the 2nd year of Darius. The word of the Lord came to Zechariah, the son of Berechiah, the son of Iddo, the prophet, saying, in the 2nd year, Darius' people were awakened spiritually to rebuild the temple. This prophecy in chapter 7 came in the 4th year of Darius. The temple was being finished in the 6th year of Darius, so it took 4 years to have finished rebuilding the temple. In the last of Zechariah chapter 8:23, thus said the Lord of hosts, in those days 10 men from every language of the nations shall grasp the sleeve of the Jewish men, saying, let us go with you, for we have heard that God is with you. Today a few Jews believers, but then many Jewish believers and the Gentile believers, 10 times more than the Jewish believers, with whom God is. Salvation through Jesus to you will come to Jerusalem. Close reference John 4:22 to 33. After the temple was completed, Zechariah prophesied about Israel's future, which he described the first and the second comings of Jesus Christ from this chapter 9 to the last chapter 14. Some prophecies were fulfilled before the Messiah came, about 500 years later, likely by Alexander the Great. Verse 1, burden of the word of the Lord against the land of Hadrach and Damascus is resting place, for the eyes of man and all the tribes of Israel are on the Lord. Burden or message of the word of the Lord against the Hadrach, which was once a city near Damascus, and Damascus for Israelites and others. Verse 2, also against the Hamath, which borders on it, and against Tyre and Sidon, though they are very wide. They had been old like the mire of the streets. Tyre was a wealthy and strong city, but verse 4, behold, the Lord will cast her out. She will destroy her power into the sea, and she will be devoured by fire. The people in Tyre moved to an island 1 mile away in the Babylon invasion, but she was completely destroyed by Alexander the Great, as prophesied on the chapter 12 for details. Verse 5 and 6. Ashkelon shall see it and fear. Gaza also shall be very sorrowful, and Ekron, for he dried up for her expectation. The king shall perish from Gaza, and Ashkelon shall not be inhabited. A mixed race shall settle in Ashdod, and I will cut off the pride of Philistines. The 4 key cities in Philistines would be destroyed by Alexander the Great, who passed on through Egypt and through the area of the coast, and the Philistines respected Jerusalem and the holy city in time 331 before Christ. Then verse 7. It will take away the blood from his mouth and the abominations from between his teeth, but he who remains, even he shall be for our God, shall be like a leader in Judah, and Ekron like the Jebusites. Because of Philistines' abominations, including eating blood, the cities would be destroyed, but those remnants in the land would be absorbed into Judah, like the remnant Jebusites in Jerusalem conquered death. Second Samuel chapter 5, 6, 7. And the king and his men went to Jerusalem against Jebusites, the inhabitants of the land, Jerusalem, who spoke to David, saying, You shall not come in here, but the blind and the lame will repel you, thinking, David cannot come in here. Nevertheless, David took the stronghold of Zion, that is the city of David. Verse 8. I will camp around my house because of the army, because of him who passes by, and him who returns. No more shall an oppressed pass through them, for now I have seen with my eyes. Alexander for a while respected the temple in Jerusalem, but Antioch for Epiphanes desecrated the temple in 168 before Christ. Ultimately, the day when no more an oppressor shall pass through the temple will come ultimately throughout the millennial kingdom and New Jerusalem. Verse 9. Rejoice greatly, O daughter of Zion, shout, O daughter of Jerusalem, behold, your king is coming to you. He is just and having salvation, lowly and riding on a donkey colt, the foal of a donkey. 500 years later, after this prophecy, it was fulfilled by the first coming Jesus' triumphant entry into Jerusalem on April 6, 32 AD. The Palm Sunday, we call it Palm Sunday, 173,880 days after Alexander's commandment, Artaxerxes' commandment, that the Persian king took care on rebuilding the temple. Matthew 21, verse 8 to 9. Because the last time I explained these days and how to calculate based upon Daniel. Matthew 21, 8 to 9. And a very great Jew spread their clothes on the rock. Others cut down branches from the trees and spread them on the Lord. Then the multitudes who went before and those who followed cried out, saying, Hosanna, Hosanna, save now. To the Son of David, blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord, Hosanna in the highest. Psalm 118:25-26. Save now, they mean Hosanna. I pray, O Lord, I pray, send now prosperity. Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord. We have blessed you from the house of the Lord. Daniel 9:25-26. Know therefore, understand that from going forth of the commandment to restore and build Jerusalem until Messiah the Prince, there shall be 7 weeks, 72 weeks. So total 62 plus 7, 69 weeks. The street shall be built again, the wall, even in troublesome times, and after 62 weeks in plus 7, 69, Messiah shall be cut off, but not for himself, and the people of Prince who is to come shall destroy the city and the sanctuary. The end of it shall be with a flood, until the end of the world. Desolations are determined. So, right there. Then, verse 10, I will cut off the chariots from Ephraim and the horse from Jerusalem. The battle bow shall be cut off. He shall speak peace to the nations. His dominion shall be from sea to sea, and from the river to the ends of the earth. After Solomon's death, the united Israel was divided into kingdoms. In 931 before Christ, Ephraim was the leading tribe of Israel. The northern kingdom was called as Israel, or the house of Joseph in chapter 10, verse 6. Jerusalem was the capital city of Judah, the southern nation. So, no more war is in the united Israel. This verse refers to his second coming on the earth, when all the nations are subject to him who rules all the earth, as God allows the fully obedient Jesus who died on the cross at his first coming in verse 9, Philippians 2:8-10. And being found in appearance as a man, he humbled himself, become obedient to the point of death, first coming, and even the death of the cross. Now is until our second coming. Therefore God has his highly exalted him, given him the name which is above every name. Yet at the name of Jesus every knee should bow, of those in heaven and of those on earth and those on the earth. Verse 11. As for you also, because of the blood of your covenant, I will set you prisoners free from the worthless pits. First, it's applied to Israel and then to all believers. The old covenant between God and his people was based upon the blood of animals sacrificed, while the new covenant is based on Jesus' blood. God saves them from the worthless pit or opulent pit as his millennium kingdom. Verse 12-17. Return to the stronghold, you prisoner of hope. Even today I declare that I will restore double to you. For I have bent Judah my bow, fitted the bow with Ephraim, and raised up your son, O Zion, against your sons, O Greece, and made you like the sword of a mighty man. Then the Lord will be seen of them, and his arrow will go forth like lightning. The Lord God will blow the trumpet and go with the whirlwind from the south. The Lord of hosts will defend them. They shall devour and subdue with the sling stones. They shall drink and roar as if with wine. They shall be filled with blood like basins, like the corners of the oak. The Lord their God will save them in that day as the flock of his people. For they shall be like the dews of a crown. dipped like a banner over his land. For how great is its goodness, and how great its beauty! Grain shall make the young man thrive, a new wine the young women. God talks about the united Israel to be strong. The bow is a symbol of strength against Greece. In 165 before Christ, the dedication of the temple of Hanukkah on December 25th occurred against the Seleucid kingdom, the Greek, by Judas Maccabees, the son of Mattathias, the priest. The law specially protects the remnant Israelite to Armageddon war, get a victory on the world with his power, like arrow lightly to trumpet or sling stones. And they rejoiced with bloody wine in nations, like animals sacrificed over the corner of the altar. The Lord saved his people. The remnant Jews beheaded believers and crowns every believer, including raptured believers, during his millennium kingdom. What a beauty, goodness! The youth are prosperous women, men. Now, chapter 10. Ask the Lord for rain in the time of the latter rain, spring rain. The Lord will make a flashing cloud. He will give them showers of rain, grass in the field for everyone. The Lord allowed the spring rain to make grass in the field to grow during Passover season. Passover season is over there, and the first fruits day too. Verse 2, for the idols speak delusion, the divine envisions of lie, and tell false dreams. They comfort in vain. Therefore the people, when they wail like a sheep, they are in trouble because there is no shepherd. People are seeking after guidance for their lives from idols, diviner, and false dreams, being comforted, but it is in vain. In travel away like a ship without shepherd, often we create idols of money, power, glory, or success for happiness and security, but are comforted for a while, or ultimately in vain. We are comforted truly only upon the faith in his promises for happiness, or joy and security. Verse 3, my anger is kindled against the shepherds, and I will punish the good herd. For the Lord of hosts will visit the flock, the house of Judah, and will make them as his royal horse in the battle. The Lord takes care of Judah as his royal horse against the false shepherds and their followers or goods. How? The next verse 4. From him comes the cornerstone, from him the tent peg, from him the battle bow, from him every ruler together. Jesus Christ came from Judah through David at Bethlehem. He is a precious cornerstone, was nailed, peg, and hanged on the cross in his full obedience to God the Father. God's victory, the battle, bow from the death by resurrection, and is a ruler from everlasting. Isaiah chapter 28, 16, 22, 23, 24, Genesis 49, 10, Micah 5, 2. Isaiah 28, 16. Therefore the sad Lord God, behold, I lay in Zion a stone for foundation, a tried stone, a precious cornerstone, a sure foundation. We have believers will not act hastily. Isaiah 22, 23, 24. I will fasten him as a path in a secure place, and he will become a glorious throne to his father's house. They will hang on him all the glory of his father's house, the offspring and the hospitality of vessels of a small quantity, from the cup to all the pitchers. Genesis 49:10. The scepter. Scepter is the king's stick. Scepter shall not depart from Judah, nor a lawgiver from between his feet, until Shiloh comes, and to him shall be the obedience of the people. Micah 5:2. But you, Bethlehem, Ephrathah, though you are little among the thousands of Judah, yet out of you shall come forth to me the one to be ruler in Israel, who is going forth from of old, from everlasting. Verse 5. They shall be like a mighty man who treads down the elements in the mire of the streets. In the battle they shall fight, because the Lord is with them. The riders on horses shall be put to shame. Because he is with them, they will win over their enemies, including the riders on horses. Verse 6. I will strengthen the house of Judah. I will save the house of Joseph. I will bring them back, because I have mercy on them. They shall be as though I have not cast them aside. For I am the Lord their God, and I will heal them. Judah by Babylon, and Israel by Assyria, due to a prodigal living against God, were scattered on the earth. But the mountains for him are brought back. Mourners for him are brought back mercifully, as if God had not scattered them away, because he hears them, and he is their God. That's God's grace, like the fathers accepting the prodigal son with best of wool, ring, and sandals. Jeremiah 31:10. Hear the word of the Lord, all nations, and declare it in the isles of far off, and say, he who scattered Israel will gather him, and keep him as a shepherd does his flock. Zechariah 12:10. And I will pour on the house of Jacob and on the inhabitants of Jerusalem the spirit of grace and supplication. Then they will look on me, whom they pierced. Yes, they will mourn for him, as one mourns for his only son, and grieves for him, as one grieves for a firstborn. Luke 15:13. And not many days after, the younger son gathered all together, journeyed to a far country, and there wasted his possessions with prodigal living. And the son said to him, Father, I have sinned against heaven and your sight, am no longer worthy to be called your son. But the father said to his servants, bring out the best robe and put a ring on his hand and sandals on his feet. That's God the Father Christ. 7. Those of Ephraim shall be like a mighty man, and their hearts shall rejoice as they equal with wine. Yes, their children shall see it, and be glad. Their hearts shall rejoice in the Lord. God also takes care of Israel. Those of Ephraim makes them strong, glad, and joyful. Verse 8. I will whistle for them and gather them, for I will redeem them, and they shall increase as they once increased. God whistles or calls or hisses constantly them to turn from the path of destruction to the path of life. He redeems the returners or mourners who increase. Verse 9. I will sow them among the peoples, and they shall remember me in far countries. They shall live together with their children, and they shall return. They together with their children return from far countries. Verse 10. I will also bring them back from the land of Egypt and gather them from Assyria. I will bring them in the land of Gilead and Lebanon, until no more room is found for them. Many people return to the promised land, New Jerusalem, from Egypt, Assyria, Gilead, Lebanon, and other far countries. They are overcrowded. Verse 11. He shall pass through the sea with affliction, see the depth of the river shall dry up, then the pride of Assyria shall be brought down, and the scepter of Egypt shall depart. They see the Lord of victory like the crossing of the Red Sea, shaming Assyria and weakening Egyptian power. Verse 12, so I will strengthen them in the Lord, and they shall walk up and down in his name, said the Lord. The Lord strengthens them who live in the Lord and his name. God promises to strengthen his people when we live in him. On the other hand, when we stray away from him, we experience his judgment for punishment. So we see this is page 7, pray for suffering victims and Christians in Afghanistan. And Burma studies top right Afghanistan. Bottom the right is Burma. So many people persecuted in the Burma case, genocide as well. Also pray for Calvary Chapel Missions Conference next year, next month, January 4th to 7th. So click on, you may see, I know you will see, I have set before you an open door, and no one can shut it. For you have legal strength, have kept my word, have not denied my name. That is like Philadelphia Church in the last days, like the Calvary Chapel, and I'm here. So here, in the Pastor Crosanessa, it gives us the latter, strengthening those who are present doing the work in fields far and wide, encouraging supporters who remain at home to continue their support, and inspiring a new generation of men and women who will in faith step through the doors the Lord has opened. Looking forward to all the Lord will do among us as we gather to seek his will and wisdom for the days ahead. That is here, the several books is right there. So not only those books, more than those books, so you may choose. It's 70% discounted quota right there for the economic freedom. Here, page 10, pray for Christians in Iran to be sanctified in Christ. What is one testimony? Former drug addicted, but now he become. Here, review, available. So you may give reviews, whatever book available, ebook in color, so you may read that. The last one is when I was hungry. Pray for many Christians and people, especially women, children, elderly, who suffer in Russia, Poland, Romania, Hungary, Slovakia, Moldova, Georgia, Ukraine. After this year, February 24, Russia is invading Ukraine in order to be guilty in Christ through missionaries. So continue to pray for